Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
What's up, Kyle? Uncle Charles, man? What's happening, man?
What's up, Uncle Charles? Man, that was anything. I don't know. There was a lot of screaming. There's a yelling. I saw someone on Twitter said that they punched their TV. I mean, people were frustrated, Coach.
But let me tell you something. Let me. Whoever did that, let me tell you something. If you went and bought that TV, don't destroy your stuff. Because this is, you can get ready to destroy your TV, your living room, your bedroom, and your back room. You can destroy all that because it's going to happen. It's going to happen real soon. Let me tell y'all. Let me school my Alabama family on something. Listen to me very carefully, y'all, because see, I'm only said this maybe 2 or 3 times. Let me say this to you. These children, these young folks are not the same anymore. We're dealing with new generation of kids. Listen, they want to hear DMX. They want to hear Jay-Z. We ain't going nowhere. We're right here. What? That's what they want to listen to. Look at Deion Sanders out there in Colorado. He's playing theme music, getting the young men hyped up. They get them ready to go out to the field. The standard that Nick Saban set, it's not a bad standard. It's not. But each year carries a new generation of kids. You have to understand that maybe Hightower and them understood his brand of coaching, but these kids are not. You got children flying planes and they ain't got no airplane license. They up in the air. Here you got a little boy, 6 years old, took police on 6 county run, and then they asked him, where you going? I'm going to the movie. To the movies, you already in the movie. These children are different now. These children are different now. Let me tell you something. I didn't like what Nick Saban did. I think Nick Saban was wrong. I think he was wrong because after you found out those other 2 wasn't that good, Miro should have played. But then I hear this talking about he was suspended. Okay, that's under the coach's discretion to suspend a player. But let me tell you something. We got Ole Miss coming to Tuscaloosa, and they don't care who you suspended. They coming to win. They coming to whoop your behind. That's what they're coming to do. And now that you're in the water and the blood is in the water, the sharks are circling. And everybody going to take a piece of you each week. So, Coach, I'm sending you a message. You're a good coach. You'll always be a good coach. But sometimes generations pass you by. That's all. He's 75 years old. So I don't see Nick Saban going on a 10-mile hike. I don't see that. I ain't seeing that. Not from no 75-year-old. Maybe these children are different. Maybe they need a different kind of coach that speaks their language. Because now you got 6'7" elementary basketball players, and it's a recruiter over there, and they ain't even hit college yet. And this is what it is right now. I'm gonna say this in closing. Times have changed, y'all. My great uncle, Uncle Sam, he couldn't see. He was wheelchair bound, and he was sitting in his front room. He heard some noise. It was a burglar trying to come through his room. But good old Uncle Sam had something for that burglar. He had some broom snuff. And if you don't know what broom snuff is, that's that hard snuff. It'll start your car. It will paint your house. It's all purpose. That's what it is. And he spit at that woman, and the snuff got in his eyes. And you know what that burglar said? Instead of for him saying, I'm going to get away from him, he said, please call the police. Now, what burglar you know that commit a crime, beg for the police to come get him? Things don't change, y'all. Things don't change. Maybe Nick Saban, what he's preaching, maybe what he's coaching is not for this generation of children. That's all I'm saying. And maybe some might agree with that. Maybe some might not agree with that. But I'm going to tell you, you finna find out. Times have changed. These children are creating brands, and they ain't even 5 years old. So you got to adjust to that, and you got to play to the narrative. Hey, how can I get these young men, how can I get these young ladies to buy into what I offer? This is what Deion Sanders doing. He have laid out a brand for them to buy into it. What Nick Saban is preaching is not wrong. It's good. But maybe he needs to change his way of doing things because the generations have changed. That's all. Now, I know people going to say, this is a crazy man, but that's all right. You can call me crazy. And you know why you can call me crazy? Because you over there and I'm over here and you can't do nothing about it. And that's all I got to say, y'all. I'll be back this evening.
All right, Uncle Charles, the call. Branding. has the branding, has times changed so much that has impacted the on the field play, right? Uncle Charles coming with it, that energy. You imagine having that type of energy in your life? That's what I need. Some Uncle Charles. I appreciate the call. One of my favorite callers, man. I mean, just the breakdown and the analogies that he has is super unique. I love it. What do you think? I mean, Uncle Charles, has the game in terms of the branding and terms of the direction of college football, especially with all the notoriety that Dion is getting, you think that is really spilling over into the locker room here in Tuscaloosa, into other places in college football? Can you keep up with that? Has it passed Coach Saban by? I don't know. Certainly hasn't impacted the offensive line play. I think that's just putting the wrong guys out on the field. And that's the offensive line coach is Eric Wolford. He's the one that has established this offensive line. And he is the one who has recruited some of these guys. And I think the finger needs to be also pointed at Eric Wolford, Tommy Rees, some of these guys who are in the coaches' positions. That's why, like here at Alabama, you don't get to talk to any of the assistants. So Coach Saban, and which I found really weird because we get to talk to the players. Like Jalen Milroe after Texas, we had to talk to him. Purdue comes out after he's thrown 2 interceptions and he has to answer questions. They weren't completely hard-hitting questions, but still, can you imagine? That sucks. You have to come out here and be like, yeah, threw 2 interceptions, cost the team, the game. But none of the coaches have to come out. The coaches Tommy Rees and Kevin Stilson should 1,000,000% come out to answer questions. Tommy Rees should come out right now. Honestly, we should be able to talk to the assistant coaches 100%. That would take a lot of pressure off Saban, so Saban doesn't have to, take all that heat from the coaching spot. I mean, I get it; it's his program, but still, if we can talk to the players and ask them, we should be able to talk to the OC and DC 100%. We fam here. We've talked plenty, man. So what's on your mind, man? Take it away. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm not throwing shade on Deshaun. That was a good call, but I can't lie. I didn't know where I was in the queue. I was a little afraid I was going to have to follow Uncle Charles, and that's a scary thought. But Deshaun did a good job. So I got a few thoughts to throw out at you. Number one, was I the only one? I swear, at one point in the game, I had to question. I thought, have I fallen asleep? And I'm literally having a bad dream. Like this, that's how much I thought, well, this isn't real. Like this isn't actually happening. I know that we're not tied with USF. I was like, maybe I did. Maybe I fell asleep. And I'm like, no, I'm awake. I'm eating food right now, watching this game. And at one point I was like, did I don't know. Anyway, that blew my mind. I'm kind of like you. As far as just the quarterbacks and everything else goes, I think we are kind of being prisoners of the moment. I think everybody has kind of just reacting to whatever the instant tells us to react to. We come out of game one, we're like, Jalen Milroe is awesome. He's killing it. And he did great. And then we come out of the Texas game and we go, Jalen Milroe is garbage. We need somebody else. And then we watched last night and we're like, we need Jalen Milroe. We're going to lose every game without him. And I think the fact of the matter is most everybody, I think if we all stop and kind of calmly think about it, I think we would all agree no one is, well, okay, Tyler Butner, God bless him, he had a bad game. But let's just say Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe. Like those two, you could make arguments for either. I don't think either one of them are just light years obviously better than the other. The way that I kind of look at it, and I like both guys. I'm pulling for both guys. I will support whoever wins it. The way I kind of look at it is the one thing that I keep hearing about Ty Simpson is, look, the guy's got a lot of potential. He's young. He's got a lot of talent. He just needs more time. And so he's fresh. He's young. He just needs more time and experience, and he could probably be a really solid quarterback for us. So my thought is, I'm like, okay, well, what if I told you that I gave him all spring with the ones, and then I gave him all fall with the ones, and then I gave him some time in the summer with the receivers, and then what if I put him in a few games and like a couple of big games and like let him start? Like, what if I gave him that kind of experience? And you would be like, yeah, that's exactly what he needs. I'm going, well, that's exactly what Jalen Milroe has had.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Milroe has had that exact scenario. So, and I'm not, again, I don't say that hate on Jalen Milroe. I think he brings a lot to the table, and I do think Jalen Milroe has a lot of potential. But I don't think that sometimes we process it in that way. Jalen Milroe has had all the things that we say Ty Simpson needs. Mm-hmm. Maybe not all the things, but he's had some time. So that's a thought on that. Who in the world, I'm going to pivot real quick. Who in the world do you think should be our starting offensive line? Like, if you had to pick 5 guys, who would you pick?
Let me put up the Pro Football Focus grades real quick. I would go.
I mean, on the whole team.
Yeah. No, I got that. Let me put up the grades real quick. Let me see.
I don't have an answer to that question, by the way. I genuinely, at this point,
here are the.
I'm like, hey, I hear Ola Salinen's doing great. What?
Here are the Pro Football Focus grades from the last game against South Florida. Pass blocking grades on your far right. So what I would do is see if J.C. Latham can play on the left side. So you go with J.C. Latham. I'm doing like a complete. We're redoing all this right now. We're gonna resurrect all this. So we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go J.C. Latham on the left. We're gonna go Tyler Booker on the left. We're gonna go Terrence Ferguson. No, we're going to go Seth at center, Terrence Ferguson at okay, stay with me, okay? Someone write this down. JC Latham at left, Booker at left. Let's go either Darian or Seth, whoever wins that battle at center. Let's go Ferguson. Let's go at Ferguson at guard. And I don't know. Let's just go through the roster and see who we can go at right tackle. I don't know.
I 100% agree with all that.
Right? Like, let's just load up that left side with everything we got, and let's just go heavy. And look, if that's the strength, then come with it. And you know that left side is going to be dominant, and you know that Booker's out there, and you know that J.C. Latham is out there, and shit, if we have to run to the left side, then so be it, right? But it's like
at least the quarterback, at least is facing the other way.
Yeah, exactly. At least we have 3, qualified offensive linemen to the left. And then the right, okay. Jalen Milroe, can you see those guys on the right? Okay, don't let them hit you. Yeah. We're protected on this side. Bomb it or get the hell out of here. Like, I mean, I don't know.